You ever see that manga by Junji Ito where the guy screams, "This is my hole"? Or that movie with James Franco where he gets stuck in a crevice lodged between a rock? Those are many of the reasons why I will never go cave dwelling. Every once in a while, I get a short or a TikTok about it, like I got one the other day, and while these people were deep in this tight cavern, there were just thousands of spiders crawling all over them. I don't get it. I don't get cave diving, but that's the topic of today's adventure. Often referred to as cave divers be like, or cave divers for no reason at all, because it really does feel like that. Why the hell are we going in these caves? It's not even for science sometimes. It's just this deep, dark fascination with a cramped, tight space, which is what I said to your mom last night. Or your dad. Most of these memes make fun of the ridiculousness of cave diving as a concept, often referring to the cave divers as cavers, which is what I call myself when I finally give in to that bag of Doritos staring at me in the pantry. Now, let's get into the beginning of this meme. And to do that, we must talk about the Nutty Putty Cave incident, which is a fatal cave exploration that occurred way back in 2009. This guy named John Edwards Jones went into a cave, which is the most caver name ever. Sounds like an Oregon Trail character that would die from dysentery. Well, unfortunately and sadly, this guy did die near Utah Lake in Utah by navigating, and no, I'm not joking, it's called the birth canal. That's the name of the crevice. And just like he came out of one at birth, he died going back into one. While looking for the passageway of the birth canal, he went down the wrong one, and whilst Jones tried crawling through it, he got stuck in an upside down position inside a vertical fissure over a foot wide and died from cardiac arrest. He was trapped there for 27 to 28 hours. They couldn't even recover the body. They just had to seal it up with concrete. This horrifying story, which is just insane and sad, has become the subject of discussion online many years later. YouTubers in the early 2020s like Zach D Films and Real Horror started posting video essays and shorts about it. And then in 2023, Morbidful on Twitter tweeted this diagram, showing how the dude got stuck in the hole. And honestly, this sucks so bad. Imagine you're like halfway in and then you realize what you've done wrong. This tweet would get a lot of attention, and a ton of quote tweets started to hit the timeline. Many about Saddam Hussein, who luckily had a fan down there, unlike Jones, to keep his temperature regulated. Many other memes spread throughout 2024, like in February when this account tweeted, $1,000 a month, utilities not included, no pets allowed. But does it have a bathroom? Because if it has a bathroom, maybe it could work. This would go for $8,000 in New York City, by the way. Many other users would tweet diagrams showing Saddam Hussein located just a couple feet to the left of Jones, or they'd tweet Mr. Incredible memes about it, or make these elaborate diagrams, sometimes showing polar bear hibernation. Now flash forward to present day, and memers on TikTok in February of 25 are talking about cave divers in general. A popular trend took off when Big Money JT put out a video skit called Cave Divers for No Reason, where he measures a tiny crack under the fridge, and before long it cuts to his legs sticking out from under it. This got a million plays, and other users hopped on the trend too. User SharVQ said cave divers after finding literally 1 inch of crawl space. Cave divers must go absolutely crazy when they see that game Hole in the Wall. They should do that game show, except it's Hole in a Cave. One of my favorites is cave divers checking their oil level, with a dude's boots sticking out from within the hood's components. Some people even got pretty meta, joking about how cave divers are trying to learn quantum entanglement so they can crawl between atoms. This meme is insane, but cave diving is even more insane. I'd rather go through a ton of other pain. Throw me in the iron bowl. That might be finished quicker than 28 hours stuck in a hole until I have a heart attack. However, that space under the couch is looking mighty fine right now. If Tom was a cave diver, you know damn well he'd be trying to fit into Jerry's hole all day. Well, luckily most of us will never encounter a tiny hole inside a cave in which we will dive inside to suffocate with it. The only holes we encounter are never-ending pits of debt and loneliness. Which one's worse? Who could say? But I am sure glad as hell I'm not stuck in a tiny crevice in Utah right now. Peace.